Hello everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft video with me, Dark Magic. Anyway, I am doing a mod showcase of one particular mod in a mod pack called Vaults. The mod pack is called Vaults. The mod, however, I, for some reason, cannot locate the name at this time because it is not listed in the mod list for the mod pack. For some reason, because there's 20 mods, but only the website for it, what I got was Technic Pack. And the mod list for Vaults only lists like 8 or 10 specific ones, but none of it gives it the one I have I'm showcasing. Unless this is part of a mod, then you can give it to me down below in the description. But for those who are come to expect a short video about Vaults, you're not going to get one. But however, I will say at the beginning of this video that yes, it is worth getting if you have the time. Well, more or less, if you have the Technic launcher, then yes, it comes with a whole bunch of other different Technic packs you can download, or you just download this one directly. And this is a very fun one. This is, you can do like a nuclear war fight thing. I actually got the Fallout texture pack for this, but for this demonstration, I will do a default demonstration. Now, this mod pack, as you can see, comes with a 20 different mods, but you know, like again, one mod pack, one mod in the pack. This mod pack gives you different servers for the it has different servers and stuff like that. There's the hideout, faction things. This is basically Vaults itself is basically meant for nuclear holocausts, and as you can see, I will show you in a second here. Spawned in my world. It just became morning. As you can see, the zombies are burning over there. I am in creative mode. That is a very cool mountain thing. But as you notice in my hotbar, you'll see this little remote detonator. This is used for this. All these explosives. Ignore TMI. The detector. I'm not 100% sure what that does. I would presume it would detect some sort of, if you heard that, ignore that, some sort of bombs, but unfortunately it doesn't detect these unless it only detects TNT. I'm not 100% sure about that. Now, I will go for the condensed explosives as the first demonstration. Now, if you were wondering how to make these, you will need 2 TNT and 1 redstone to make 3 condensed explosives. Now, as I will go over here and pick up the chicken egg and throw it willy-nilly, I will place one right here, back up, and explode with my remote detonator. This is basically this is just basically your basic TNT, but with this you can actually blow it up using your remote detonator. On like normal Minecraft, you can only blow up certain things with redstone. And this egg is really going to get my nerves. Get out of here. I picked up a dirt block. I will delete that. Put this back, and I will also grab the shrapnel explosive. I haven't seen what this does myself, but I'm pretty sure it just launches a whole bunch of shrapnel out of nowhere. Oh look, a perfect test subject. Hey there, Mr. Skeleton. Take this to the face. Unfortunately, it's not working. So, I thought it would work, so I will just have to use redstone torches. Stop that. Thank you. Goodbye, skeleton. Let's watch that from a different point of view. It takes a little while to go off, so you can clear the blast radius, and what happens is it fires a whole bunch of flaming pieces. Awesome! That is just adorable. Kinda. Our next step on for the shrapnel explosive, I forgot to mention, you'll need just fire arrows. You need 8 fire arrows and a repulsive explosion. And to make a repulsive explosion, you will need condensed explosives, 2 of those. So, and then the incendiary explosive is next. And to make this, you will need sulfur, which you can find in the underground. Kind of looks like gold, but you just mine it and you smelt it. That's as simple as that. Back to this, you will also need a repulsive explosion, which you will know how to make those, which I've already showed you, and a bucket of lava. very simple. And what does this do? Ooh. Very fiery. Oh! Okay, I was not expecting that. Anyway, next on the line is a chemical explosive. This we will need poison powder, which apparently you need sputter eyes and rotten flesh to make. So zombies now are useful for something other than poisoning yourself. And a repulsive explosion. This basically, I guess, from here is the building block. The very beginning building block for anything you need. And for some reason it seems like it's getting darker out. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to take myself in the shower. Excuse me on that. And now I will place this on the ground and see what it does. I'm guessing this is like chemical warfare, which you will need a hazmat suit for. Oh no, I stand too close now, I am poisoned. Oh yep, I'm going on an acid trip. Oh Jesus, everyone bear with me. You do not want to do drugs and this is why. Oh Jesus. Oh, there we go. Moving on. Explosive will go away. Anvil explosive. Oh, this is a hilarious one. It does exactly what it says. But anyway, how to make an anvil explosive? You will need shrapnel explosives, 8 of them, and a very any type of anvil, basically. You can make 10 of these. How to make anvil? How do you make an anvil? Oh, okay, my bad. How do you make an anvil? Thank you. To make an anvil, you will need iron ingots and iron blocks. And moving on to the anvil explosive. Has a clown face on top of it. Oh, forgot to show you guys the faraway explosive. Let's do it. It basically just does what the shrapnel one does. It just launches a whole bunch of anvils everywhere. Very comical. Thank you, Mr. Clown with the orange hat, who will be needed later. Now, repulsive explosive. This is the building block, which you already know how to make. Unfortunately, it doesn't come in the factory line. Son of a bitch. There we go. Never seen what this one does. Hopefully it doesn't do a big one. And oh, it's just a very condensed explosive with a very big knockback. That's interesting. Let's put this away and get the attractive explosive. This is basically like an implosion grenade, which you, instead of putting it up and down, you put it left to right, which is kind of odd. I should have put my chest up there instead of down here, my testing field. Oh well. Or I should have just kept it in my inventory. And let's find out what this one does. I'm guessing this is more or less an implosion. Watch. It's going to pull me towards it, actually. Yep, I've done it before. It pulls everything towards it. Used that one before. Back to the chest. We're just getting to the mediocre ones, and we're about to get to a better one. In fragmented explosion, you need an incendiary explosion, which I believe, yeah, that's the one that does the fire one. Incendiary explosion and shrapnel ones. I don't know how to make those. Fragmented explosive. Let's find out what it does. All these textures look pretty cool. Ah, okay, so that's, and you even cooked the chicken. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Apparently what that does is, it's the type of grenade, I forget what the actual name of the grenade is, but, it's a grenade that blows, it's like a grenade, not a bomb, whatever. It blows up and then launches smaller grenades outwards, and then those blow up even more. That's interesting. And, now the next one. Continuous explosive. Wait, hold on. What was that? Contagious explosion, not continuous. Chemical and rotten flesh. Chemical. Ta-da. I think this is more, this is another, yep, this is another chemical warfare. We'll stand fairly close to it, but far away enough you can see the explosion, and close to it you can see it diseased. This is the effect of it. It makes you not 100% blind, but slightly enough, and it does nothing to the ground, as you can see. It goes away after a short amount of time, but then eventually it will come back, if I remember correctly. Will you come back? I'm still affected, as you can see, but alright, moving on. Next one is a sonic explosive. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This, if most of you have played some with mods of Minecraft, you will know I'm going to do this far away because I know what this does, and it's going to cause a very big mess. What this does, I love the sound of it, but what this does, ooh, that's cool, I didn't see that, is when you use this, it does the same mechanics as the tornado mod does, where it pulls, I'll just show you. What it does the same mechanics as the tornado. Now that was kind of loud for me, I'm not sure if it was for a lot for you, but what it does is, it literally rips blocks from the ground into the air and then rains it down and scattering them into the lands below. This is the same thing as a tornado mod does. When a tornado mod comes up, it rips blocks, trees, any type of nearby block into it, and then it circles around, and when the tornado disappears, all the blocks disperse and fly around to the nearing areas. Some blocks not even making a full trip, but ending near or the ending of the cycle of the tornado. The breaching explosive. Now you can totally feel like a SWAT person with this. All you gotta do is do this, and then that, and it blows a line in one direction. I'm not sure if it does in all directions. Here, let me try it again. Let me just. I think it works wherever the opposite direction when you put the. Nope, it just does one direction. Alright. I'm not sure exactly how that mechanic works. Might just be random, I'm not sure. Anyway, moving on to the rejuvenation bomb. This is just a health. Or not. Sorry about that, my Minecraft kind of crashed. Now, this rejuvenation explosive, unfortunately, I found out what it does after the most recent part of this video, where my Minecraft crashed, because my friend told me it was just for, health purposes, but I found out the reason why my Minecraft crashed, because that's not the case. The case is, what the rejuvenation bomb does is rejuvenates entire parts of the land that was just decimated by something else. So, you can use this bomb to regenerate any part of the land that you want, no matter where it is, and you just get it right back, as you can see. And I can also do it with this part of the land as well. This is pretty cool. Yep. And now, let's go back to the chest of wonders, or mini explosions, this way, and get our next one, which is the thermobaric explosive. I guess I haven't been really showing you guys how to make the explosives, apparently. Alright, since I messed up, let's go back to the... Okay, Sonic explosive. Sorry about this, just covering this part. You will need a bronze plate, which you will need to have bronze ingots. Just wrapped up. What are the difference between that? Okay, whatever. You'll need bronze plates, and you get bronze just by getting bronze dust and smelting it. I'm pretty sure you just mine that. And then you will also need a repulsive explosive and a note block, which you will need by doing this, which is obviously what you gotta do. The breaching explosive, you will need a condensed explosive and gunpowder. Gunpowder. Rejuvenation, you will need 4 clocks, a diamond block, and 4 blocks of iron. It's a pretty expensive explosive. And for the thermobaric explosive, you will need incendiary explosions, chemical explosives, and the repulsor explosive. I've teach you how to make all these already. Now, I'm guessing the thermobaric explosive just instantly ignites anything near it. So, just like our previous one. So let's just test it. What does that say? Oh, I just kicked it. I don't know what it says later. Never mind. It doesn't doesn't set everything on fire. It just annihilates anything in its path. That's a pretty cool little detail here. What is it? What does it say on top? It says this side up. Oh, okay. That's interesting. All right. Now let's go back to our chest of many explosives. One more demonstration. Next is the nuclear explosion. This one is pretty cool. Not the best. Not the best, but pretty cool. The sound effect's amazing. Barely touched my chest. Okay, what this does, it destroys the land. As you see, it just does giant, open, destructive land. But as you notice, there are these green blocks here. These, I just got contaminated. These are those radiation hotspots. If you go near these without a hazmat suit on, you will, in fact, be radiated, and you will die from radiation. It lasts long enough just to kill you. After that long, it just goes away. You would need a hazmat suit to not be contaminated. I'm not entirely sure how you make that. Might look it up and then if I feel like it, but other than that, let's get back to what we're doing. And the land is being already nuclear holocaust already. EMP explosion. This thing only tampers with electronics. I'm not sure what kind of electronics ties to this pack, but it has no explosion. It just sounds really cool. See what I mean? Sounds really cool. And it just brings all electronics offline. I'm not sure what kind of oh my god, I forgot to do it again! Nuclear explosion. You will need a thermobaric explosive, which is not like that, and uranium, which you get uranium by. Okay. Explosion. Apparently it doesn't want to show me how you get uranium. Unfortunately, I don't know how to get that either. EMP. You will need a redstone. Okay. Battery. For the battery, you'll need tin ingots, redstone, and a coal piece. It's pretty interesting on how you do that. Now, for the exothermic explosive, you need incendiary explosions and a glass piece. Now, this is probably a... Hold on a second. This was the... Yeah, okay. So this is probably a very much bigger version of the incendiary bomb. So I'm gonna go way up here and blow something up. My Rise minimap is freaking out, and apparently what this did was turn it from day to night, turn some blocks into netherrack, and set the entire area on fire. And evaporated some of the water. apparently. That is interesting, in fact. That is very interesting. I haven't used this this bomb before, but apparently it just lit up the entire area. And yeah, let's turn it back to daytime. Cause that just got rid of all that water, and hopefully this fire will just get rid of itself soon. Back to this. I should have, yeah, okay, I should have make that. Now the endothermic explosive. If I remember correctly, need ice, attractive explosive, and snow. If I remember correctly, this is the ender portal? I don't know. There is an ender, you see I'm so radiated from touching that stuff. I'm not sure if this is the ender portal bomb that takes you directly to the end. If it is, I'll have to get rid of that somehow. I think it is. Or not. That was just like the other one, it just didn't do anything on a massive fire scale. I'll have to stay clear of the ender one, because that one just takes you straight to the end. Next one is the anti-gravitational one. Ah, see, ender explosive. This one, I'll leave down here. That one takes you to the end. I want to do that one. Anti-gravitational one. I'm not 100% sure what this does. I haven't used it yet, but we're about to find out. Guess it makes gravity just defy. Oh my god. What's going to happen to these blocks? Eventually going to fall, or they're just going to keep rising? Some of the radiation is disappearing. I noticed down there. Oh wow, I can just knock these blocks all around as much as I want. They just set up right up here? They did. So apparently, with this bomb, you can make entire sky islands. Just a bomb, and the anti... You need an Eye of Ender and an explosive grenade. Well, that's very interesting, game. Oh, the anti-gravitation still working. Hold on. Is it still working? It is. That area is still affected by the anti-gravity. But it only launches humans up so high. Alright, fair enough. Let's back, and since I skipped this, let's show you how to make it. You need an ender pearl, not the Eye of Ender. End stone. So you already need to be to the end. You already need to be into the ender. You need the end in order to get the this bomb and an attractive explosion. Next is the hypersonic explosive, which you need 5 sonic explosions to make this whopping mother of a freaking sonic explosive. It is ungodly. Now, I would do this in the old Sonic site too, for you know, rememberable purposes. Now, let's use this explosive. and see what it does to our ears. That sound was cool. And now it's raining down blocks all over the land. So yes, this is a more deadly sonic explosive, more compact, more destruction. And it just did that to this land. Now. Oh, I knew it. There's going to be a block on my chest so I can't access it. Fuck you, game. Alright. Now, put that back. And now, the last two are my personal favorite bombs. This is the antimatter and red matter explosives. You need a nuclear explosive and antimatter. For antimatter, it doesn't really say how you get antimatter or how you make it. You just might have to find it. Now, for red matter bomb, you need the antimatter explosive and the strange matter, which it doesn't want me to show you how to get strange matter either, because I don't know how to get it either. Now, for purposes, I'll leave that area over there alone for the red matter, but for the antimatter, I will personally show you what it will do to this mountain. In fact, I will just do this real quick. I will dig into the mountain. I'll be quick about it. Let's come back here. Put it right there, and then turn that on. That sounds awesome, but what happens to the mountain is going to be even more awesome. God, I love that sound. And as you can see, the mountain is gone. Look at that. And now, to even go even further down the mountain, we shall destroy it with... Oh wait, did I have to buy it? Okay. So that area is not going to be... But this is what the red matter is. Let me just turn this down to about 1. Because that is extremely loud and I can't even hear myself. So, what this does, as you can see about here my best response, it rips up layer by layer of blocks. Just from right to left, left to right, side to side, up and down and up, whatever way you're looking at it, it rips the blocks up one by one, destroying, just ripping it open. Oh, look at that! Oh, I thought that was like a cave. That was just unrendered. And you can see all these mini ores that are just around here. Now, what this does, it just keeps on going. It does not stop until it just tears itself to oblivion. Basically, what it should do is, during the end, it will just keep going until it falls down to the end of until it just falls down to the end. But it has no blocks below it ever, it just falls. That's why you see it slowly sinking. It just slowly goes down to the end of everything. Now, that's what this bomb does. It's very interesting. But what's more interesting is when you do this. You add a second red matter to the first one. It sends it off on an infinite collision course. Anything it crosses paths with. And now it's just flying in the air and it will disappear. It will just keep on going on an infinite just move. It'll eventually just disappear after all the blocks are destroyed. It should disappear, I think. It should. Whatever, it's gone now. Let's just leave it as it is. As you can see, it ripped it literally, it just destroys anything in its path. You see there's an abandoned mine shaft down there. There's a labyrinth of abandoned mine shaft down there. Look at all, it's gone. But like as you can see, it just ripped its way through there. But now, a fun thing to do with the red matter explosive is to put down a redstone torch. Put one on the left side, and then one on the right side, just a little bit after, and watch what happens. All the squid, the water, the blocks, all of it's being just torn up in one direction. Actually, it's slowed down here, but it should continue to keep going on its path. No, I think it's just sitting here. It's just gonna sit here. Let me just add another one to it. See where it goes. Oh. We gotta follow it before it gets away from us. Let me just set it to morning. As you can see, it's going at a tremendous speed just across the area. And as you can see, it just sucked up all the water and just literally getting rid of the water. Parting the Red Sea right now. I can't speak today, I'm sorry. Yeah. See, it's just continuously going. It's on a never-ending course. The world's trying to render as the blocks are being taken away, even blocks on the ground are being taken up. The water's just rendering, and it's just being one giant funnel of water. Look at this. A friend of mine actually pointed out that it's a good. This bomb is a great thing to use for if you want to do an underwater city. You just use this in the middle of the ocean, get rid of all the water and probably some of the blocks, replace the blocks, build a city, and then I don't know what to tell you after that. I guess replace all the water, but that will just. I guess you can't really do an underground city like that, but you can clear giant areas and use them for building areas if you want to get rid of the water. Or just use like world edit or like paint a tool, just like water, lava, and something like that. But, you know, if you just want to have fun, use this. As it just tears through the land on an infinite course of non-stopping red matter power. It's just decimating everything in its path. Let me go ahead of it, see if I can render some of the land so you can watch it just disappear. Oh, it's about to rip through a jungle. Unfortunately, I don't think it messes with. No, it doesn't mess with trees. It doesn't mess with. Oh, no, it did. It just chopped that one in half. I wonder if this would activate the timber mod. The pigs just got caught up into it, and it's just ripping through the land. A bright, very dusty bomb. Now, I'll add another one to it to show you even further what it does. As I drop down to very low FPS, and I can't place one right there, because it's escaping me. I want to add another one to it, but I just can't get to a land piece. Alright, hold on. I might be able to get to one here. I did it. Alright. And it knocked it off course to another direction as it's going even faster now. I can't even keep up with it. It's just ripping through the land. Did it come to a stop? No, it's gone to another direction again. Now it's going underground. Let me see if I have my brightness up. Video settings, bright, yep. You guys should see it. It may be a bit dark for YouTube, but I can see it just perfectly. But I hope you guys can see it too. If not, you can just see the light. And it's just going. Here, let me get some torches in here. Torch. That'll work. As you can just see what it's doing to this cavern. It's just ripping through it. It's just ripping through the earth. Look at that. Look at that tunnel. That is amazing. As we just now found some lava. Oh, and there's your sulfur. Sulfur just usually spawns directly around some lava. Now I found my way to bedrock. Oh, took my torch. Took my torch again. found its way to bedrock, and now it's just tearing up the... And it found a block it can't go past. So now it's sticking to bedrock, and now it's just going to tear itself back up to just a giant cavern. And there's an increment down there that way. But it's just going to tear itself into a giant cavern, just non-stop. Just one hell of a cavern. It's just going to rip through the land. Now I just took that torch. Let's see. But, unfortunately, I can't wait that long. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have more foam explosives. And this is going to lead up to under... Yep. Just above the water. I'm going to make a giant lag spike, but still, I'm going to help it reach the surface by destroying the land around it. Boom. That sonic boom within, that's just eargasm. Would you look at that? There's 2 ravines right over here, actually. I just ripped open. Well, let me just render all this. And you can hear it. Just underground, right here. It's ripped... Oh, no, not right. Not just right there, but... I think that's what reached the maximum height. Oh no, it's still ripping through. You can see about right there, I was just a little bit off. It's ripping through the earth, trying to get to the light. I think it overstayed its welcome. Or not. But I shall help it with one more Okay. It's trying to suck in the antimatter, but fortunately enough, it's not going to. Oh look, emeralds! I think. Those aren't emeralds. More kabooms. There's the wall. The wall is way the fuck over here. Holy shit. Look at this. Sculpted an arena of antimatter bombs. As I hit a giant lag spike. Not an FPS, it's probably just a game trying to keep up. Hold on. I want to make this water curtain even bigger. Or not. Never mind. Actually, no, damn it. I might be able to do something here. Damn it. No hole. No holy. Did I do it? I did. Excellent. As you can see, there's this giant hole with the light just in the center of it. That looks freaking amazing. Also, look at the mini-map. It's just a giant fucking crater. Look at that. That is delicious. Now, fuck. Oh no, I just had to render in. Oh shit, no, I didn't want to stop flying. Now that you've seen the power of what Volts can do with just one mod pack, the rest of the mod pack is just glorious. So I advise you go and download it right now. You can find the pack that contains it and a whole bunch of other mods on technicpack.net. You'll find the mod download, or you'll find the launcher there, which you can use to download the other mods. Just have a blast with this red matter, antimatter, and all those bombs. I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I give this mod pack, well, this part of the mod pack, a 9.0 out of 10. Now, it's not 100% like I would like it, because it's still got a little bit of lag. That's the only thing wrong with it. It just has its moments where it just lags. But other than that, I advise you go download it right now. And, you know, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.